tres. Now, hopefully this video ain't as long as the last time, because part 2 was long, baby. It was given a lot, okay? Because that was explaining the earth angels, plenty of types of earth angels. So that took a while. So, if you are on part 3, you made it. This is the life of the karmic. So if you chose the life of the karmic, okay, so the other video just took a lot. But anyway, if you're here and you chose the life of the karmic, you chose this lifestyle because your past life was probably extremely hurtful, or it could have been extremely hard, or you could have been extremely dogmatic in that lifetime. And then sometimes, and people don't like to talk about this issue, but it actually just is true. It's just so. So sometimes you incarnate in this world because you're the offspring of 2 karmic people. And they were together, and they probably shouldn't have been together, but they were engaged in low vibrational karmic sex. And so here you are. And so those people, those type of karmics sometimes are have a highly sexual spirit on them, like Jezebel spirit. And you see them as little kids, and you just be wondering, like, what in the world? Did somebody mess with you? What was happening? But that's the kind of lifestyle you chose. Okay, so oftentimes karmics can pose as a fake twin. They do. Their goal is to disrupt the path of an earth angel. So a lot of times they attach themselves to empaths because it's very easy. They attach themselves to all different kinds of earth angels, but especially empaths, because it's easy. They can attach themselves to a twin flame, and they can pose as a fake twin as well.
In this lifetime, oftentimes they distract the earth angels from their awakening journey. And so we have a lot of names that we call karmics. Sometimes we call them incubus, sometimes we call them succubus, sometimes we call them narcissists, sometimes we call them Jezebels. But they are there, and, sometimes we just call them selfish. But in any route, that is their mission, and that is their purpose, and that is what they chose to incarnate into. And that's the experience they chose to have during this lifetime. Because remember, in my first video, I talked about sometimes it's about just wanting to have a new experience that you didn't have before. And then sometimes it's to complete a mission. So a lot of times, if you are karmic and you here to complete a mission, you will attach yourself to someone that you were attached to in a previous life that may have hurt you. And so that's why I said sometimes it was a past life that was very hurtful. And so your mission in this lifetime is to cause pain. So I said that it's easier for them to attach themselves to an empath. And the reason why it's easy to attach to an empath, because an empath is a giver. And so an empath is going to feel the emotions of that other person and have sympathy, empathy, and they're going to go along with this journey with this karmic person that's constantly pulling on their energy and feeding off of them, because the karmic doesn't have enough strength or energy to feed or to feed them. If you're not a karmic, and sometimes if you are, you can feel this, you'll know that you're around a karmic because your energy, when you're around them, you'll feel energetically depleted. You'll always feel tired. You always feel it tugging on your energy.
Sometimes a karmic can pose as an imposter. So sometimes an earth angel can get connected or be attached to a karmic, and that karmic cannot help them in their awakening journey, because the karmic doesn't know how to not to identify with the ego. They have signed up for a life to be under the veil of delusion, so they won't recognize the ego, and every time they're going to take that earth angel right back to that lifestyle of ego identification again and again and again and again. And each time it's going to be even more karmic. It's going to be more of a cycle of delusion, because that's where the karmic is going to take. So remember I said that the earth angel is on a path of awakening. So the ego is about suffering, and so there's different parts that I explained that are ego parts. So let's just say if it's anxiety, and that is the part that you're trying to awaken because you have an anxious attachment style. And so you attach onto people. And so now you're in a journey of awakening. If you're with a karmic, that attachment style is going to get stronger because that karmic doesn't recognize that that is part of ego that needs to be awakened. They're in the veil of delusion. So there's nothing that a karmic can do for anyone that is an earth angel. They're not going to be able to help you on your journey because they don't have the tools to assist you. In fact, when an earth angel is triggered to start their awakening process, it's usually triggered by some kind of loss or some type of suffering. The karmic can be there during that loss or suffering, but they're not going to be able to work with you to have the tools to help you during that awakening journey. They're either going to leave you or they're going to make it worse. They're going to keep going down into that veil of delusion with you, and so it'll be a never-ending cycle. Now, if you chose this path, everyone has a message. So what message does the universe have for you if you chose this path? That's too many. I'm not going to take all of those. So this is the card that came out. It says, "Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a wonderful life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in the basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention or invite negative reactions from others?" Remember, they're drawn by karmics are ruled by ego. Okay. Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. From your spirit guides.